when I came first in Hyderabad, like I hate Hyderabad, I just find the reason how can I go back to the Pune, because obviously I stay in a Gachibowli. The first thing is expensive area, and you don't find north food easily there. Yeah, you find, but it's very also costly. So for me, like first month is very uh, struggling there, but तो हमारा हैदराबाद में स्वागत ऑटो वालों भैया से होता है, नवाबी. So, and then the bhaiya dropped me at my place. So obviously the first place visit is my office. It's a cab Gemini, and it's in financial district Nanakam Gudda, and it's surrounded by big building, but our it's nice and cozy. So it's like lush green garden. So after like it's nearby my place, so 1 kilometer, and this mirror obsession is like, so in weekend I went to this Sarat City Mall. People said it's made by the actor Prince Babu, and yeah, it's very it's common mall, like mall, and they have separate bazaar. So Hyderabad is famous for bangles, chudia. When I come to office, this become a daily ritual. So feeding the fish in the wheat flow, and this is a view from my place. So in Gachibowli, there is one place to go. It's IKEA. It's a Swedish furniture hypermarket. Then you can find all furniture, all kind of furniture, everything related to the home. And mostly usually I go for the Swedish food, the Swedish cuisine I like the most, and the ambience is good there. And you don't forget this fudge ice cream after the exit. And this is my friend come from Pune, so I came with him. So it's a December, and it's a Christmas time, so why don't just go outside and then celebrate Christmas. So this is a mall, Phoenix Mall, and then in Orbit Mall, and behind that it's a cable bridge. It's very well known for suspension beach, and it's a usual spot to our night out hangout. This is my project team in Hyderabad, and obviously this is me. First, usually in your mind comes like Hyderabadi biryani, and then charminar. That is, it's not only charminar in Hyderabad, but there are lots of things to see and try in the Hyderabad. So let's just take you to the whole my experience through the 6 or 7 months where I lived in there. So let us take you through the video. So first place is come to obviously the Charminar, and as you know, Charminar is in the main heart of the heart of the city, and so मतलब history कहती है कि when then in Nizam is ruling on the Hyderabad, so that time the plague disease is the very spreaded in that area. So the like people are dying every second, or so because of that there are no jobs and any work for the people. So what Nizam take one decision ki okay, we'll build something, and worker join this thing, and every day we'll give the wages of the worker. So that's how we build something unique marvel, and worker also get some money to survive this plague. So this is how the Charminar is built. And yeah, after it's 1590 AD, it's completed in the 1590 AD. And after that, it's as you know, it's one of the gem of the India, like the Charminar. Like everybody know that the place is the World Heritage site. So when I visited the Charminar, so the first I came Hyderabad, like मेरे मन में यही था कि पहले मैं हैदराबादी मतलब how can I go to the Charminar as soon as possible, right? So when I visited the Charminar, I just awestruck you, what is this place? मतलब it's full of hustle and bustle. The streets are energetic, energetic people are there, and it's so much crowded and with full of tourists and lot of things. So it's called the Lad Bazaar. So whenever you come, like the bus will drop you far from Charminar, 1 kilometer away, and you have to take a walk. And it's the walk is like heritage walk. You absolutely loved it, because surrounding the shops are like the jewelry shop, and then bangle shop, and so many artistic shop. So you actually like the walk, and you actually the wondering, like you just lost in the history, like you came in the Nizam ruling city, and you just feel like that. So it's actually good walk, and you don't know when you pass the 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer. And when you reach the Charminar, it's the same from every direction, like east, west, north, south. So you go one by one each direction, you just click the peak, and then taking some photos. It's like best moment you just spend there. And when you visited the Charminar, don't forget to go to the Nimra Cafe. It's nearby in front of the Charminar. Nimra Cafe is the 30-year-old cafe, and it's especially famous for Irani chai and Osmania biscuit and some bakery items. So don't forget to go there and try some best famous Hyderabadi foods there. So also this Lad Bazaar is also famous for the street food. So who like the non-veg, especially. So it start on the midnight, and start like till the morning. People usually come in the midnight, like 2 or 3, and they have the dinner, especially the chicken, mutton, and so many things, shawarma, and oh my god, there are lots of things. But eventually it's open in the midnight or early morning. But like the visit of the Charminar is worth it. Like it will take you in the past, what will happen around this thing, and so many architecture there. So in front of that, it's a Mecca Masjid, and you should go there, because it's also old, and you should also visit there.
सो वहाँ चार मीनार जाके आप उधर का निमरा कैफे में चाय, ईरानी चाय और ओस्मानिया बिस्किट खाना मत भूलना. दैट इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट रिकमेंडेड प्लेस टू गो व्हेन यू विजिट द चार मीनार. और वहाँ की पेस्ट्रीज एंड देन पफ एंड सो, मतलब दिस बेकरी इज़ 40 or 30 year old and it serve the awesome things. Just go there and grab your what you like it. And we are in the line to climb up the Charminar, going the first floor of the Charminar. So from the top view of the Charminar, you look like this, the market. And beside the Charminar, there is the Jama Masjid, this one, and then 2 kilometer away is the Chaumaha Palace. This is the Chaumaha Palace, by the way, the
علمتي
Nizam place,
حبيبو علمتي
and
حبيب
it's
ملي
so
علمتي
beautiful. Like,
حبيبو
Our next place is the Chaumahala Palace, where the Nawab and his family is living there, and it's huge place. It's a huge royal luxury place, and it's full of luxury items. And then in every courtyard there are different kind of ornaments, artifacts, and the cutlery, the especially the Nizam imported from the Paris, Belgium, Italy. So it will showcase you on that mahal. And my especially the favorite part is the two parts in the Jomala Palace. First is like that chandelier town hall. So in that halls there are lots of big chandelier is showcased there, and it will light up, and then behind that is melody music. Just, oh my god, you just like you are in the heaven, you know. So it's like sitting there with like few minutes, and you just capture that moments. The second part which I came is like the heritage museum of the Nizam, the car museum, car collection. Nizam very liked the like collecting the car and driving them. So he imported from the every corner of the world, like the Rolls-Royce, Mercedes, Fiat, Chevrolet, Ford, lots of car he imported from his era. So you definitely watch, you have to visit that place. And also if you see the intricating the carving of on the wall, so uh, the people said कि जो काम करने वाले थे वो लोग बाहर से इंडिया मतलब ईरान, इराक और सऊदी अरबिया और पेरिस. So Nizam take those guys from there, and he built this palace. Also there are a lot of photos of the Nizam, how he ruling the Hyderabad and the Andhra Pradesh till that territory. So Chomala Palace is worth it to go there and have click the photos. And in the if you enter the Chomala Palace, there is like one section, so you have to wear that Nizam costume, and then you have to click the photo. It will cost you 200 rupees, but it's awesome experience. I also clicked that photo, and you are like the Nizam in Nizam attire. So let's just go to my one of the best part, hiking or adventure part in Hyderabad. So it's a Golconda fort, obviously. So the fort is like the top of the mountain. So it's locally it's situation like that. You can see whole Hyderabad territory, or you can see whole city from the fort. So what I usually do is like I get up early and I went to the early in the morning to Golconda Fort, and I do a climbing from the scratch. So it's like the feeling you just reach the top of the mountain on the fort, and you see the like whole Hyderabad. So it's like you तुमने मतलब कुछ फतेह कर लिया है, the किला फतेह कर लिया है, and you just feel the breeze of the air on top of the mountain, and it's very nice experience. So you must try this thing when you in Hyderabad. And from Golconda, there you can see the charminar clearly and the seven tombs. So लोग कहते हैं कि when Golconda fort is making, then Nawab Nizam is like architect this thing. So like they make a surang or tunnel to connect it to the seven tombs and then Charminar and the Choma Palace. So when that attack is came on the Golconda, attackers came, two attacks on Golconda. Then Nizam go through that surang and then they safely reached the Choma Palace or Charminar. So these are the secret tunnel. No one knows about that, but it's a secret. So even लोग कहते हैं कि there are lots of treasure in the like under the Golconda fort, but no one know where it is actually. The crowd of bird, the ornaments like that. But it's still it's still no one knows. And
गोलकोंडा फोर्ट की बात ही कुछ और है. मतलब टू बी ऑनेस्ट, इफ़ यू वांट टू स्पेंड मोर गुड टाइम, जस्ट गो अर्ली मॉर्निंग एंड देन वहाँ जाके यू जस्ट क्लाइंब अप द फोर्ट एंड ऐसा लगता है कि आपने फतेह कर लिया. बट इट्स अ यूजुअली गुड फीलिंग व्हेन यू रीच ऑन द टॉप एंड you feel that breeze in the air and you can see the entire Hyderabad there. From there you can see the seven tombs.
Museum, Salarjung Museum, which is the biggest museum in I think South. So there are like so you need to take a ticket and then it's very crowdy. These all places are very crowdy, so you have to be very careful, like your belongings or your especially mobile and the wallet, because there are a lot of pickpocketers. So one of my friends went there and he lost his mobile. So be aware of this kind of thing. Keep checking, minute and minute. So yeah. And then in the Salarjung Museum, the one of the cool part is like I like most is the clock house. So clock house is like every hour when every hour happens, then the man is came from the house, the clock house, and it will go and then do the tick tick tick. So it's very fascinating to see. There are a lot of people gathered at that every hour, like 12, 1, 2, 3. So it's the center of the museum. So it's actually attraction. There are a lot of artifacts, sculpture, and then paintings. Yeah, painting part is a very I like the most, especially the Abhijit Tagore, and then lots of S.H. Raja and lots of artists there. They have painting. In the evening, my most famous and my most spending time in Hyderabad is like Hussain Sagar. Obviously, it's like it's a lake, and between there is a Buddha statue. You have to take a jetty from the Lumini Park. It will take you to the Buddha statue, and you feel like you just came between the water, and you are like feeling this spirituality in the Buddha. Buddha is there, and then the calm, very calm atmosphere there, and you just like observing the city view. From there, it's like the good thing is nowadays they open the new separated building also, Mortar statue, and there are also the Ambedkar statue. So these three things is like the cherry on the top, the cherry on the cake. So like that area, it's also called the Necklace Road or Tank Band, and you should visit that places.
तो जेटी में बैठने का कुछ अलग ही एक्सपीरियंस है दोस्तों. मतलब आप you can feel the breeze, that way we tied in the lake, and then the Ambedkar statue and the Buddha statue there. And this is the new Secretariat Memorial and then Motet statue there. And I always went to the crossword and read the books there. This is called the Mandi Thali. It's very famous, and I always find north the samosa and kachori in my office and the nearby places. So this is the Franklin Templeton office. This is my everyday way to go to office. And in like yeah, this bale is like awesome from canteen cafeteria. And yeah, the vada pav is very hard to get it, but in city I find the one place is to get it. Pav bhaji and vada pav. It's in Madhapur. I'll mention the location.
Usually weekends are spent in the Banjara Hills or the Seven Hills. So in the Banjara Hills, there are the places called the Lamakan, and Lamakan is like it's a cafe in the house. So it's very old, and then there are a lot of artists and act player. They started the Lamakan. So what happened in Lamakan is like there are a lot of player act are happening on the everyday. So there are instrument playing, and then some acts are going on. So you just have to sit, and you can take view that thing free of cost. And the best thing you have to try there is the samosa, the Irani chai, and then the limbu soda. It's famous, and it's very low in cost. I try every weekend when I in the Banjara Hills area. So you should try that. And talking about the Jubilee Hills, there are my favorite place. There are a lot of my favorite place, but these are like some cool place. So Luna is the like one bookstore which is handled by one couple, and they just started this concept is called the custom book. So it's different from the crossword. Actually, crossword we have in the mall, right? So it's very different from there. They have different kind of genres book, and every weekend they came with the book of the week and it's on the sale. And you can go there. You can have a walk around. You can sit and you can read that thing. You can have a coffee. So I like this place. It's behind the seven the Jubilee Hills metro station. Or they're talking about the one cafe, the soda bottle opener wala, bottle opener wala. So it's Rustam Powri, and so this is like it's very old, like 30 to 40 years, and so his generation serving this cafe, and his roots is basically from Mumbai. And I like the place, the vibes, and this night vibes is awesome. And uh,
So this Luna bookstore is very. I like the tiny and small in house. The couple, doing this thing. So I like this concept, and I going there. This auto. And this is the Statue of Equality. It's far from the city. It's nearby airport. So it's middle of the it's a Statue of Equality Ramanujam, and around that is the 120 temple, small temple of all south goddess or north god. So it's nice to go and visit in weekend. And actually the thing is, in Gachibowli I live nearby the US embassy, and this is the US embassy. And my place is opposite of the US embassy. And believe me guys, in autumn this Hyderabad Gachibowli area is filled with, pinkish tree, and then it's filled with, full of blossom, and then it's amazing experience. This is my usual spot after the lunch in the office. I sit there like 10 to 15 minutes every day. And then for weekends chore, I I have to go Ratnadeep Supermart. Like DMart is Ratnadeep, there is no DMart nearby, so I have to buy from there. And obviously I cook here because I like the cooking. And yeah, this is my roommates and nearby matlab some flatmates. They come for cards, playing cards. And this is my favorite place for adventure or hiking, Mushroom Rock. And its sunset is very 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 awesome there, and you can see there. This is Rajmundry rose milk. You have to try. And these are some houses. सिटी कोई भी हो, पर घर चुना के लिए काम भी करना ज़रूरी होता है, तो एवरी डे दिस मैन इज आर गोइंग ऑन द कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट. And this autumn is, love, I'm loving with that. And this is the last day I visited Iskon temple when I living the Hyderabad. And this is my best memory with one of my friend, and he took me there. And it's Krishna, Hare Radha, Hare Krishna, and chanting there. So it's nice to, um, like living the fullest of myself. And yeah.
When I was leaving, so it's very hard to leave the Hyderabad because you वो एक लगाव सा हो जाता है when you live with the place with long time. And then the people are like the Nawabi, they welcome you when you came in the Hyderabad. And then first, like the people, when I don't know Telugu, it's very hard to communicate with them. But when I learn the Telugu, so people are very nice to me. And especially the the food. uh, so double ka meetha. And then the special Karachi bakery is very famous in the Hyderabad region. Rajmundry rose milk, and then MS shawarma, and DLF food street. Also there are cable bridge, usually we do in a night out thing. So this like awesome thing. Also there are the mushroom rock. You will have to visit there because it's like naturally created mushroom rock. And you know so people are saying don't go to south because these people are not good, or like XYZ comment. But I don't feel south is that much bad because I feel my way. So every different person have different perspective, right, regarding the city. So you have to be identified what you think about the city. So first you have to visit the city, and you have to be uh, understand. So but the thing is, Hyderabad is still in my heart. When I, right now I'm in Bangalore, but I still missing the Hyderabad. Whenever I get the time, I'll definitely go back to Hyderabad and meet my friends, colleagues, and visit all the places again and again. And then this biryani and the shawarma and this double ka meetha, and so many foods I like there. So yeah, it's still in my that things are making space in my heart. And thanks to those people who welcome me and give hospitality, and the Nawabi of the people. So that's it for this Hyderabad vlog. And if you like, then share, subscribe to your do subscribe and share with your friends. And like for that I get a motivation and I make a vlog or other videos. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.